Hello everyone. How are my beautiful poopsies doing today? Wonderful. I wanted to do a video like this for an extremely long time. As many of you know, I'm an extremely spiritual person, and I believe in the laws of the universe and how energy works to change our lives and how we use our minds to improve our lives. So there are many different aspects to this, which I'm about to show you, which is divination, that are very detailed. There are many different opinions and subcategories of divination, which I will show you some of them. And I'm literally just dipping my pinky toes in this category because I'm not quite familiar with even the word divination in general. This is a practice that is used to find answers in your daily life using certain tools to assist in this practice to find any solution that you desire. So I wanted to first off announce that yes, I'm not wearing any makeup. I haven't worn any since I went on vacation and I got my tan, which is why I probably look a lot darker. But I do like this look, and I don't know if you like it. I mean, I could just continue doing this because I don't know. I don't have to wear makeup every time. Either way, I wanted to get started by lighting an incense, and this doesn't really have any purpose. It's just more of a scent to calm you out and send the place. Some people believe you can summon certain spirits or anything of that nature using incense, such as a loved one who loved a certain smell. And if you want to summon a dead loved one, then you may use these to assist in that, I suppose. But I just like using these to really just clear the air and just keep the place at its calm. You can also use sage, which is something I prefer to use, and put it in that abalone shell. Just a small sage stick is all you need. But for this video, I'll use incense. So I have sandalwood, which are these 200 sticks, which are on the inside here. And it smells amazing. I love all sorts of incense. There's many scents to choose from. And this packaging happens to come with an incense stand on the inside. Just this just cute little blue holder, which you can use to hold it. So I will place this right here, and hopefully you will be able to see the smoke once I light it up. So I'll just pick one. It's just a small stick. Put it in the holder. And we go from there. You should definitely be able to see it here right now. These are, you can find around between $5 to $10. So 200 will last a very long time, I'm sure. I'm going to light that up. And when you light it up, you want to leave it on for about 4 to 5 seconds and then blow it out, so the incense can do its magic. Leave this aside. And you should be able to see the smoke. It'll be very dim since this is a small incense, but it should be noticeable if you watch this video on full screen and high definition. So next I'm actually going to light this candle, and this is the black pillared candle. It's about $4, I think. You can find some anywhere between $2 and $5 if you want this whole set, which I'm about to show you, and do your divination practices if you believe in that stuff or want to dip your little pinky toe in it as well. But this doesn't really serve a purpose. I just like having a candle lighting up. It's just a nice addition, really. So you should start seeing the incense smoke more and more, and you should start seeing the candle. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to show you, once you feel you're grounded and calm, you may move on to whatever else you feel you should do. So, first and foremost, I wanted to explain this cloth. This is the pentagram star with a circle around it, which means protection. It's nothing evil. It's a symbol solely of protection. If it was the pentagram alone, it would indicate something in the satanic religion, which is not what this practice is about. Divination is a different category of that, but there are similarities for those who practice both, or one or the other. But since it has a circle around it, it's of protection and has the moons next to it. This is just an altar rug, and an altar is anywhere where you may practice things such as divination. So, with that said, I want to show you this, and it may look familiar to some of you who have seen my past videos. This is a pendulum. And what a pendulum is, it has this little holder on the edge, and then it looks like that. Pendulums may look slightly different in shape or size. You can pretty much use anything from a necklace to an actual pendulum. You can even make your own. But this is with a metal string, and you hold it, and if there are, let's say, any spiritual beings nearby, someone or something you're trying to summon, you would call upon it and they would move the pendulum. They could move it in circles like this. Nothing's moving it right now, I'm just forcing it to move it. But, or it can move up and down, or it can move left to right. You know, it can move all directions. And usually, if you're, let's say, asking a question, and the being that is answering you is unsure, they would normally move the pendulum in circles because they're not sure. They would not move it up or down or left or right, for the matter. You can use pendulums to find lost things in your home. the other day, I lost my phone. I had a scare, so I asked the pendulum, where is my phone? And the pendulum would swing towards the direction of where the item is located. And what do you know? I found my phone. I even tested this on items that I already knew where they were, like my laptop, and right away, I was right next to my laptop. Pendulum, where's my laptop? Pointed right at it, and it was pointing like this, literally this vigorously, right in my laptop. It's crazy. But if it doesn't point the exact location, you may even find that the pendulum spins in circles, and if you're further away from the object that you're trying to locate, the pendulum would spin in tiny circles like this. And the closer you are to the object, the more it will spin in circles. This also happened to me, by the way. If you have more of a connection to your pendulum, which is why I did not buy a new pendulum from my past videos for this video, is because I have such a strong connection to this pendulum. It's extremely accurate. It works very well for me and my energy fields, and I feel it digs into my subconscious, and it's like it remembers where I located certain items. I believe that's how it works. It's just crazy to think about, but you don't have to believe me. So I'm just gonna put this back in the pouch. And another thing I wanted to show is just this cute shell that I bought when I was in Florida a couple weeks ago. It's the astrology shell. It says August 22nd through September 22nd. It says Virgo, and it has the lady in the front. That's what Virgo is represented by, the Virgin. Okay, she has a flower in her hair, and it's, very earthly sign in the astrology signs, if you're familiar. And I love when I put it next to my ear, you can hear something. But yes, that's me. I'm a Virgo, so the more you know. I'll leave it here. Okay. The next thing I wanted to show. By the way, this incense smells really good, and it's really calming me out and making the air a bit easier for me and a bit lighter to work with. So I have more clarity, I suppose. And the candle certainly helps too. It just creates a nice warming atmosphere, a nice lighting. Okay, this next thing are the runes. And runes I am not so familiar with, but I've done my research on them, and this is my own rune pouch. And only you are allowed to carry your own rune pouch with all the rune stones inside. No one else is allowed to carry your pouch for you, because that can affect the energy fields that you are working with your own objects. So I like to keep this stashed away in a special location so nobody touches it, or messes with it, or works with it, or gets too curious. And these were about $20. You can find a bit cheaper, but I didn't want to risk, because there was one package I purchased and it didn't arrive. It was broken, I suppose. So either way, this is a rune guide. You may collect runes that come with a booklet or actual book with more instruction and detail for what each rune represents, but this is a mini guide, really just a beginner's guide. And I will read to you the description so you may be more informed. Runes, the ancient alphabetical divination system, have been used by many cultures as a magical tool and oracle similar to the I Ching and tarot. By learning the nature of the symbols, one can reflect upon the nature of being. Our Viking ancestors believed the runes held the meaning of life in their symbolism, and casting the runes is a positive way to gain insight and wisdom into your own or another's personal life events and developments. The runes make a powerful psychic link with your inner awareness and can illuminate your path towards growth and fulfillment. And this is just a chart with the runes and their meanings, which I will show in a little bit. And it says on the back of this card, for a simple reading, ask a question silently. Shake the rune bag and select 3 runes from it. The first rune reveals the influences surrounding the question. The second rune reveals the obstacles to success. And the third rune shows the outcome. If you want for a yes or no answer, shake the rune bag and select 3 runes. 3 upright runes means yes. 2 upright runes and 1 reversed mean probably. And 3 reversed runes mean no. The interpretation of the runes selected reveal influences at work on the situation. If you want a daily affirmation, you may select 1 rune from the bag to indicate your day's direction and where your energy should be channeled. This is my favorite to do. I picked out one today, which is the thorn. And the thorn is the representation of the subconscious, inhibitions, and blockages. So that means that is something I need to focus on today instead of filming this video. Just kidding. But it is a good daily guide to focus on what you should be working on. And this is actually very accurate with what I should be working on right now in my life and releasing those negative blocks. And that is it. That was a detailed explanation. I will pull out all these stones from the bag now and show you how they look. It comes with this nice green, silky looking satchel. It smells good too. Now these are the runes, and there are, let me count them up. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 25 of them. It's quite a bunch. But they all have their different symbols on them, if you can see up close. Golden colored engravings on them. And each symbol represents something different. And there are many different methods to using runes. You can even pick them out here. Whatever works for you. But I'm going to read you the list of rune names right now. Just put this back in the bag. I love the variety of color on the stones too. They definitely are pretty small and potentially easy to lose, so it is advisable to keep them in their satchel. Okay. But most important of all, it makes nice sounds. And it says in the instruction manual, in order to really connect with your runes, that you keep them nearby for as long as you need until you feel a magical connection with your runes. And I couldn't do that. I mean, I don't carry a purse to do that. You know, everywhere I go to carry this, it's kind of hard to carry it in your pocket. So what I did was I just held it for about 5 minutes a day in my hands, you know, or set it next to me when I was on the computer, and kept doing that until I felt a connection, and then something told me to select my first rune, my first daily affirmation. And it was spot on, it was accurate, it was positive, and from there I now have a permanent connection with my own runes. Just like I have a permanent connection with my pendulum and with my tarot cards, which I'm about to show you right now. But I wanted to read the names because I really felt they were interesting. Theo, wealth and all money matters. Or, life force, strength and courage. Os, communication and sound reasoning. Rad, initiative, movement and journeys. And I really cannot pronounce these, but hopefully I get them right. Chen, intuition, inspiration and knowledge. Gifu, giving and receiving compensation. Win, perfection and fulfillment of wishes, which was also my very first rune, which I selected. Hegel. Hegel is disruption, indicating necessary change. Need, factors lacking in or limiting the situation. Is, inertia with no immediate change. Guerre, a cycle of the year, evolution. Eo, assertiveness, impetuous and risk-taking. Peorth, fate, life's beginnings and endings. Eol, protection and healing. Sigil, self-esteem, spiritual guidance, leadership. Tyr, justice, victory, success and competition. Beorch, gestation, birth, growth, fertility. Partnerships and joint enterprises. Man, legal affairs and wise counsel, assistance. Lagu, love, natural flow and in grace. Ink, transformation, assisting spiritual growth. Dake, light, health and prosperity. Ethel, material or genetic inheritance. Ooh, I'd like to land on some of that Ethel. Weird, secrets yet to be revealed. And it says reverse positions may have an opposite meaning, or there will be a delay in the rune's influence being felt. I didn't actually consider that, because when you select from the bag, you kind of have no choice. I mean, it could be even like reversed upside down, and no matter how you pick it, you're going to want to turn your hand and look up. So I suppose you can shake the bag and then select one rune from the bag and toss it on the table. That can work. Okay. Now the tarot cards. I did not want to buy another deck because of my connection with them and their accuracy. Open them up. If you haven't seen my past videos, I use these cards. So these are the ones, the Cachet by Bridget Reed. So these are the ones I use. And the runes are actually an oracle set by Starlinks. Starlinksgifts.com, handmade in India. So yes, this one, I don't need the book that much anymore, but this is a good guided book for advice on what the cards represent. There are many definitions. There are the minor arcana, the major arcanas, and their meanings and their upright and reverse positions. And there are also the Celtic cross spread and the star spread, which you may form the tarot cards to further assist your reading. Or you may also select 3 cards for a daily or for representing past, present, and future. Or you can select 1 card for a daily. Now you can shuffle them in any way you want. I usually like to actually spread them across the table and shuffle them in that sense where they can switch around to becoming reversed and upright. I find that works best with my reading. Once you've done your shuffling, you can lay them out as such. And then let's say, pick a daily. How about we do this past, present, and future? So you flip them over. You pull out whichever card you feel you need. Whatever instinct's telling you. And there you have it, the sun. In its reverse. And it's upright facing you, but to me it's reverse. The moon in reverse. And the 9 of Wands upright. So you would look at the sun in reverse. I don't remember all the meanings, but there are some really good people on YouTube who do tarot or oracle card readings. And I will link in my description one amazing oracle card reader. She does weekly readings, monthly readings, celebrity readings. She is so accurate, and I have such a high respect for her. Her name is Crystal, and her name is Crystal Cotton, or One Spiritual Witch on YouTube. And I will put a link in my description so you can check her out. And there's also Serena Nereda, and she is awesome. I mean, she is so blunt with the way she speaks. She says what's on her mind and she means it. And she's also extremely accurate. She does, Crystal actually does new moon and full moon readings, and so does Serena. And she'll read through all your astrology. Serena will. She will go through, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, all of the astrology for your full moon or new moon readings. And both of these ladies, Crystal and Serena, they're amazing people. And if you're spiritual like myself, you can go ahead and check them out. I'll link both of them in my description, actually. And I go to these two for guidance for my source as assistance for what I should be doing next, or what I should be focusing on, rather. And go ahead and support them if you want to. Go ahead and check them out. So, the sun in reverse is a lack of confidence and mild unhappiness. So keep in mind, this is the past card, present card, and future card. So maybe that was something in the past for me, or maybe one of my viewers. I don't know what it's reading. I didn't really focus my energy through on that. But this is just to show you an example. The reverse means minor deceptions avoided. So maybe you avoided something, dodged a bullet, a close call, something recently happened that you avoided for the better. And Nine of Wands, upright for the future, is Lord of Strength. Reminds us that being true to ourselves will release energies to help us to deal with whatever we find within. When it appears, we can be reassured that our inner strength will guide us towards our goals. This is just beautiful. So you can do all sorts of things with that. If you're a beginner, buy the tarot cards that come with a booklet or a pamphlet or a brochure or whatever kind of paper it is for guidance and assistance. And about a month or two ago, I was watching Maria Gentle Whispering's video on how she feels like she's an empath. She feels a connection empathically. And I could not give you a proper definition of empath right now. It's not quite a psychic, as they say. It's more someone who is in tune with their energies and their surroundings and other people's energies, their emotions. It's a very emotional based part of someone who they can sense certain things more than others. Let's say they're more in tune to how the universe is, how it works. And I can always tell that in Maria ever since I saw her on YouTube day one. I felt there was something there. Whether she realized it or not, she truly does have a gift. And I mean, it's no wonder so many love her and she helps so many people. But there's certain things in certain people that they know what's going on. Me personally, I do not feel right to say I'm an empath. I don't know if I am or not, but within the past couple of years, I have more became towards that direction. But I just do not feel right calling myself an empath because I don't know what it truly means to be one. And I don't want to compare myself to those who actually are, because I just want to be who I am and be grounded and be just connected with my own way. And if I am, then cool, but I don't feel myself right calling myself an empath, you know. But I do feel very connected with all that is, and one thing that I can read very well are people's emotions. I can tell when someone's sad, when someone's angry from a mile away. I can just read them. No matter what face they put on, I feel I can see through them. And that also helps me with, picking out new friends or removing old and whatnot. I'm very extra careful now to just read the signs and figure out what's going on around my life. And like I said, if you're into this stuff, this is a great video for you for some advice on all that. And I just really wanted to talk about it. It's just a topic that I'm so indulged in every single second of my life. It's just very cool, very interesting. it connects really well to what I'm learning right now and studying, and I'll see how I can use my tools from there and go from there, and hopefully I can help some of you if you feel a connection to any of this. Really, it's so beautiful. If you feel connected to this pendulum, or, you know, the incense, the candles, the astrology, the runes, the oracle cards, just go for it. Go for it. You know, the altar, the symbols. Just if you feel like this is something you should be doing, or if you feel an urge to help yourself or help other people, you know, I do agree you have to help yourself before you help others. However, you know, start from there. Start somewhere. Ask questions. Take classes, you know. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. I'm all for inspiring people to do that and be themselves and, you know, start a new life, their new beginning that they deserve. And this is not religion at all. This is, you know, you can even add this to your religion. Let's say you're a Christian or a Buddhist or a Catholic. It doesn't matter what you are. It does not matter what you believe in. You can believe in God, these spirits. You can believe, you know, whatever you want to believe in. This does not go against any religions. I myself am originally Christian. However, over the years, I have just faded away from that belief, and I just don't associate myself with any religion, because I feel like, to me, it just creates too much confusion, and I just don't really place the biblical beliefs in my mind. I just go with, you know, the universal flow and whatever I feel connects to me better. But of course, it's all connected, and whatever is your God is my universe. I mean, that is the God in itself, if you think about it. So, you know, the angels, like, I figured this out through Crystal, but I've done my research on it and asked questions around, and Archangel Michael, that's someone that I use recently. I'm slowly starting to feel a connection. It's just an angel that assists with negative blocks, and you can summon him to help you with that and cut cords, and there's just great meditations for that, and you can do a bunch of things with meditation. You don't necessarily have to sit there and, you know, close your eyes and cross your legs and do this and take deep breaths. You can literally just go outside, or you can just go to your favorite place and be at peace, or, you know, socialize, have fun with friends. Any form of meditation can work. I find that a fountain, like a waterfall, helps with a lot of water. Anything green, nature, the trees, the grass, the sun. I find my peace at the beach. That's why I'm glad I went to Florida. I feel the salt water helps just clear away any of the bad stuff, bad feelings, really, just any bad thoughts. And it's so healing and soothing, along with a mix of sage, like I mentioned earlier. And this is just becoming a vlog now, and I'm probably talking a lot, but I just feel so connected to all this, and my incense just ran out. But that's that. Thank you very much for watching this divination video. What can I say? I mean, this is just also probably very interesting to some of you, but hopefully this relaxed you. Hopefully you enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed filming. you happen to want to indulge in this or experiment around, feel free to come back